first time going live on the YouTube here, so give me one quick second. Get that Gatorade out of the picture. All right. Well, this is exciting. Well, YouTube, this is North Idaho Whiskey Lovers live on YouTube. Don't know anything about it. Been working towards getting the chance to go live on YouTube, and here I am. So I'm just kind of trying to see what this looks like. I might log in here and see if I can see myself on my other account. Let's see here. North Idaho Whiskey Lovers. All right, the sound is good. I want to try something, YouTube. I don't know if this will work, but give me a second. Oh. Orientation is locked. I want to try something, YouTube. I don't know if this will work, but give me a second. Oh, we have to go up and down for that. Which I figured. It's okay. Go full screen. Oh, full screen's not bad. Why are you reconnecting? All right. Let's see here. I'm kind of off over on that angle, which is fine. I'll stand here. Kind of off over on that angle, which is fine. No. Because I want to make sure I get all my local bottles in there. All right. 2 viewers. That's weird. All right, well, last night was a long night. Without going into too much detail. Kids and I were up all night, so just woke up for the day. But we had a good 4th, so I hope everybody else did too. I was able to go live now on YouTube. Wanted to give it a shot. I have no script, no plan. Saw it. Talk a little bit about North Idaho Whiskey Lovers on here. If you go to northidahowl.com is our website. But one thing we want to make sure everybody knows is that we are not professionals. As you can tell. Some of us in the group, there's professionals in our group, and I lean on them a lot for advice. We have like 800 some members here in North Idaho. We want YouTube and Instagram and stuff like that to be our growing ones, to reach out to the world, I guess. Facebook is more for our local group, but we host events all over town. We do bottle kill events. We get into the local restaurants, bars, and go in there, support them. What you see in front of me is all basically local. This is here in Post Falls, up North Distillery. This new bourbon, Rainfire bourbon whiskey, is out of Worley, Idaho. They also have the vodka available for us to purchase here in Idaho. This Triple Dog Irish whiskey is out of Rigby, Idaho. And our Seven Devils Straight Rye Whiskey. This is Caldwell, Idaho. So I kind of like to try to keep some of our local stuff out front, but as you can tell, and this is just a little bit, if you see the pictures on our Facebook page, right out this door behind me is my living room, and I got 300 bottles out there. This room that I'm standing in currently is fixing to become like the study or the whiskey room. But behind me, we're in Idaho, North Idaho. We don't have access to a ton of bottles, but the trade-off to that is we also don't have to pay secondary pricing for anything. These are all bottles. I've only got a couple that are not bought in Idaho, and those I tell people about if I don't buy them here. But I got cellar aged, the 23 release, Sazerac picks of Eagle Rare, the Weller Special Reserve, Weller Antique. I have the Weller 12 out there, Elmer T. Lee's, of course, Blanton, Stags, 4 Penelopes, Colonel Taylor's. I got the uncut, unfiltered, small batch, and single barrel. Got a couple different Stags, Bookers, the Knob Creek, 1792, Still Austin, Smoke Wagon. I'm really getting into and enjoying Smoke Wagon. Old Granddad 114 I really like. I got a ton of different Jack Daniels. I have Jack 10 and 12 behind me. All sorts of bottles. This new Crown that came out for Idaho's pick, I'm sure it might have came out other places too, under your state. 103 proof hand select barrel for Idaho. Fantastic for Crown. We got Joseph Magnus cigar blend hiding back there. But this is kind of my pride and joy shelf right now. I have a lot more up there. But once I get these new shelves and stuff in here, well, my wife doesn't fill with all her books, I will be putting lots of whiskey on. I'm trying to see what all this stuff says. Again, I'm brand new on YouTube. This is the first time going live on it. But I'm glad to be going live, finally on YouTube. I asked our members to help grow the YouTube page to get the followers. We got the right amount of followers, and I guess I uploaded a right amount of shorts because I got all those in. But I guess while I'm standing here talking and mumbling and rambling about things, I'll open a bottle. So I got a lot of awesome whiskeys in my collection, a lot of awesome local selections in front of me. I just happened to buy this one today, so I'm going to open this one. So this is Seven Devils Straight Rye Whiskey. It's Idaho Rye Whiskey out of Koning Distillery. It's 84 proof, which is really low for my standards nowadays with whiskey. I like to be at that 100, 101 and higher. But this is a great for your first drink of the day. I've only had this one other time in one tasting. I recall it being good. That's why I got another bottle. And again, I am not professional. We just do this for the fun of it. We're a bunch of we're a group that loves whiskey of different kinds: Irish whiskey, Canadian whiskey, bourbon. It doesn't matter. Um, and I'm still fairly new into the whiskey game. I've only been into it for 5, 6 years max on it, and I've come a long ways. So Idaho's Seven Devils Rye Whiskey is made from the finest rye distillate sourced, so it's sourced in North America. After oak barrel aging a minimum of 4 years, the finished rye whiskey is carefully blended and filtered with water from the snow-capped peaks of the Seven Devils mountain range. The golden amber is a characteristic of rye whiskey which complements the inviting aroma of vanilla. Okay. A complex flavor profile has elements of sweetness from the oak barrels and a hint of spice from the rye. So vanilla on the nose, I'm getting it. Let's see. Oak barrels and spice. Definitely get the oak barrel. Okay, it's a rye. From what limited knowledge I have of rye, if this was at 100 proof, it would be next level, in my opinion, with my palate. At 84 proof, is what I said it was? 84 proof, a rye, you get all the rye characteristics of it, and it does not drink 84 proof. It does drink higher. It does drink close to that 100 proof. I'd like this one. And 25, 26 bucks, somewhere around that price point here in Idaho for that. That's very good. One thing you're not going to find on our channel is just, I'll be honest, is straight expertise. We're not going to pretend that we know what we're talking about. We're going to say stuff that's wrong. People are going to correct us in the comments or in person, and they always do, and it's always welcome. We're still learning, and I want to learn as much as possible about it. We're not going to see us sitting on here slamming bottles, making short videos, slamming bottles. As cool as those may look, it's not what we do. We're going to support local first, but we're also going to talk about whiskeys that we can get, you guys can get around the United States as well. Not necessarily whiskeys to one area, kind of like this. I mean, you're not going to see probably Seven Devils Rainfire over on the East Coast. These are going to be more of a West Coast, Pacific Northwest stuff here. The stuff that we'll get into and cover a lot more, Penelope, Weller, so Blanton, Sazerac, versions of stuff. We got Jack Daniels, Booker's, the Knob Creeks. I mean, stuff like that. Bigger names, Taylor's. But we will obviously talk about that because we can get those almost everywhere. Elijah Craig, smoke wagons are becoming more popular all over the place. I'm just looking at some of my extra bottles down there on the ground that may not be up here. Rebel products, Caribou Crossing. If you guys haven't had Caribou Crossing, a huge fan of that. I'm not a fan of Canadian necessarily. Uh, One controversial bottle that I might have, which I don't see it up here right now, but I happen to have an extra bottle right here. Traveler whiskey. People hate on that. Everybody's palate's different. I'm talking about Canadian. It's a blended. Um, Fantastic bottle for what it is. I think people kind of overhyped that bottle. Kind of wanted to put it up there with one of these bottles, the Taylor's, because of the story. It was never meant to be a Taylor. It was meant to be what it is. At that proof point, which is what, 92? 90. 90 proof on that. It was never meant to be a Taylor. It's meant to be a bottle that was available for people to drink that was consistent. I happen to enjoy it. Seven Devils, again, I just finished that off. The Idaho rye whiskey. If you guys watch on YouTube and you're not over on our Instagram on that, please go over there and join Instagram. I said YouTube and Instagram are using to reach everybody with. We want this to be fun, entertaining at the same time, somewhat knowledgeable, but it's going both ways on the learning. Might tell you something that you guys don't know, but you guys are going to tell us a lot more. Because, like I said, we're not professionals. We don't claim to be. We're going to be up here. We're going to have a good time. I got a core group of guys that try to be here with Gene Votruba as kind of like our MC guy, kind of my right-hand man. I got a guy behind the scenes, Adam, that he designed our logo, our website, everything. Good guy. I have, who else do I have? Jay Ayers. He's an awesome guy. Helps out a lot. And then I got another guy that's part of our group, but that's at everything, that helps out all the time. Mike Walters. He's an awesome guy. If you happen to be from the Post Falls area, Coeur d'Alene, Kootenai County, Washington, Spokane area, we do have a couple great bars around here. We have Uncorked with Friends, Gathered, Bullet Bar, Up North Distillery, Bee's Knees, old ton more of bars and stuff in our area that we hope to get into and do events with and partner with. But we have all sorts of awesome local businesses here, and I love that about this area is local. But I don't know how long these videos, how long YouTube lets you go live for, how many times, but we plan on doing it as much as possible. We want to get our page growing over 1,000 members on YouTube quickly. So I will start doing a lot more videos live on YouTube. But yeah, so I mean, here's the project. Here's what we're working on. I'll keep you guys updated on the project too. I know a lot of people like to see that. But it's going to be quick. As soon as we get our cabinets in, it is going up quick. And we will be rocking and rolling in here. Well, I'm going to try and figure out how to end this live session. My camera's way over there. Again, this is the first time doing a YouTube live. We're always live on Facebook. But I'm going to figure it out. Thanks for those who tuned in. And I hope we see you guys a lot more.